If you've ever seen images of actors wearing a striking white makeup with painted lines across their faces, blue and red colored, elaborate silk robes and exaggerated poses, that's Kabuki. But Kabuki is much more than an aesthetic spectacle. It's rebellion, it's censorship, and it's pop culture. Hello everyone.
Hi. Lovely.
This is the story of Kabuki.
Yeah.
My name is Attila Gonczy.
I'm Cameron Rose-Smith.
And this is Torn, our VULGO podcast, part
Episode
2.
2, part 2, yeah.
Not episode 2,
Is it
part
part
2 of the Japanese theatre. So in this series, we are looking at the Japanese theatre and Japanese movies and cinematography later on. Part 2 will focus on Kabuki. Do you know anything about Kabuki?
Oh, Attila.
Oh,
do I know?
Cameron.
I know a bit. I know a bit about Kabuki. I mean, your opening line was, lines were, giving sort of a nice picture of it. From what I've seen, it's obviously a very exciting. It's very immersive, acrobatic.
Sorry, I'm just gonna
You turn the aircon off. Yeah, thanks. So we get nice and sweaty. Very animated, very costume, very flamboyant costumes, big theatrical posing and acting, big stage.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. So again, to understand Kabuki, we need to go back in time.
Okay, where we going?
We have to travel back to the early 17th century, especially around 1603.
Edo period.
Okay. Yes, you are good.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
So this was the time when Japan finally unified under the Tokugawa shogunate after centuries of civil war. So that's why I said finally. The country was stabilizing.
People chilling out.
They are working. Everything is going really, really well.
It's party time.
So cities like Kyoto and Edo, modern-day Tokyo, they were growing rapidly. And in Kyoto, something
was brewing.
special
Something special was cooking up.
appeared.
Yeah, what is it?
A woman named Izumu no Okuni, believed to be a shrine maiden from the Izumu shrine, began performing dances and skits in the dry riverbed.
Can I stop you there? When you say performing, do you mean she lost her mind and dancing in the riverbed and people were like, that looks great. We love that. Let's get you up on stage.
Let me continue.
Okay, go on.
Because it's, that's what happened. So she started performing in the dry riverbed of the Kamu River.
Mm-hmm.
And her performances, they were unlike anything else. She blended dances, religious dance, popular street performance, sensual movements.
Sensual. Okay.
And comedy and drama with satirical commentary.
Yeah.
Commentary.
Red lorry, yellow lorry.
So, Peter, it's fine.
Okay, go.
She dressed flamboyantly.
Yeah.
Okay, flamboyantly, often mimicking the samurai class, wearing a sword. So I think
They put up with that shit, did they?
Cool.
I mean, it was quite punk, right?
Yeah.
It was quite sort of,
Exactly.
anti-establishment.
So her performances, they were bold and very provocative. Provocative.
I
don't know what's happening to my English today. I'm so
Peter
sorry.
Pepper Pickle. What's the...
Peter Piper picked a peck of Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Did Peter Piper pick a peck of pickled peppers? It's fine. Don't worry about it. So
You can easily do that.
I can easily do it. Not today.
Today.
Not today. It's so hot in here.
Yeah.
Sorry. But anyway, and these performances, they were wildly popular. But as we know, popularity might bring some problems.
Jealousy, for one.
No.
Not jealousy?
No. But we're going to talk about that a little bit later because let's first focus on the word kabuki. So kabuki comes from the word kabuku, meaning to lean or deviate.
Tilt.
Yeah,
things like
tilt.
that. Yeah.
Implying something unconventional, something strange. So Kabuki, it literally means the art of unusual.
That's cool.
The art of the unusual.
Yeah.
That's a very cool one.
That's very cool.
Very cool name. But popularity brought some problems because the Okuni troupe included women.
And what's wrong with that, Attila?
Rumored to be engaged with prostitution.
I see.
Kabuki performances, they were
Tread carefully.
associated with the pleasure district.
Ah.
So the audience members, they often, the patrons and the audience members, they often started fighting for the performers.
So it's a whole show, and then there's an after party going on.
Yeah,
Continues
a
into the
very sweaty.
Yeah.
It's fine.
I got the picture. I got the picture.
Yeah. So in 1629, the Tokugawa government banned women performing. Yes, Kabuki. This was the first major turning point. Now, after women were banned, teenage boys, known as wakashu,
we all know where this is going.
took over female roles, but history repeated itself.
Of course it does. Yeah. Talk to the Greeks.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. So young male performers, they became the objects of desire. Kabuki again became linked with the pleasure district. So in 1652, the government banned young boys performing Kabuki.
So 1629, 1652. So they had a few years at it.
Let's move on.
Okay, let's move on.
Let's move on.
We get the picture. So what happened after the boys?
Yeah. So after the boys, that's when Kabuki transformed into what we now know as Kabuki. And it's an all-male theater form. Adult men playing all roles, just like the Shakespearean theater, just like No, including female characters. So this led to the development of one of Kabuki's most refined features, onogata. Yes, so that's when male actors, they perform female characters.
So big ugly men.
And this wasn't parody. This wasn't impersonation. It was just an idealized form or study of femininity.
Of the female. Okay, yeah.
Yes.
So yeah.
So the actors, they rigorously practiced female movements, tonality, gestures.
My understanding is they also lived outside of the theatre like this sometimes, like proper method. They would live in the traditional sort of.
So we talked about the kata movement with No theatre, and they had something similar.
Oh, okay.
So they practiced, they rehearsed on a daily basis, rigorously. Yes. Now the goal wasn't realism, okay? It was stylization. Kabuki doesn't imitate life; it heightens it, right?
Yeah.
Now let's talk about the golden age, the Edo period, which was
16 to hundreds to 1800s, I think.
Yes, so 1603 till 1868, and after 1868 we have the Meiji Restoration. So this was the time when Japan entered over 250 years of relative peace under the Tokugawa
Good for him.
shogunate. Kabuki flourished.
Pity he was a
No
prude.
as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. So urban merchants, they became very wealthy. So the urban merchants, they were not, they didn't have a high status in social hierarchy.
Not like the samurai.
But they were not like the samurai, but they were very, very wealthy. And Kabuki became their entertainment,
and
source of entertainment. Not talk about it now. Well. So, and this is important because Kabuki wasn't an aristocratic theater. It was for the people. And that's when we look at the business structure of No and Kabuki. So No theater was focusing on one social class, the warrior class, and they wouldn't be able to survive without government subsidy. Right?
Even to this day, right? Is that how it is?
Yeah, I don't know. To be honest, maybe. But it's similar to, for example, I'm gonna quote from Timothy Chalamet.
Timothy Chalamet's making an appearance in this.
No, because recently he said that no one goes to
ballet and
opera.
Yeah. We got you, Chalamet. We got your number, mate. Okay, go on. What's he saying?
So, so those performances, the opera as well, they need government subsidy everywhere.
Right.
And this was with no. But Kabuki is fine.
Yeah, Kabuki's doing super well.
Super well.
Yeah.
Right. So Kabuki wasn't an artistic theater. That was a more refined, minimalist theater. So Kabuki belonged to the people. Themes. So Kabuki plays, they fell into 3 different categories. The first one, Jidai Mono. These are the historical dramas, because again, Kabuki was mocking the samurai class at the beginning. So these plays, they are depicting samurai battles or historical events. Then the second one is the Seba Mono, the domestic plays. Everyday life.
Yeah, got to take the bins
tragic
out.
Love stories and so
get more milk from the
Japanese Romeo and Juliet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then we have the shosagoto dance pieces. But here's where everything gets a little bit more interesting, because the direct criticism of the government was banned in Japan.
Rightly so.
Yes.
Governments are always
playwrights, they used historical settings to comment on political, on the current politics. So, for example, play maybe it sets in a centuries earlier, but the audiences they knew what is the real message behind the play.
Current commentary.
So Kabuki became a coded language of political commentary.
Okay, that is very punk rock.
Now, and again, it is punk, right?
Yeah.
And by the way, it's
subversive and counterculture. Yeah.
Yes. So Kabuki needs a stage. We mentioned it earlier. Do you know anything about the Kabuki stage? Because both of us, we watched Kabuki performances, actually.
Yes. I've watched Kabuki performance. I've also watched the 2025 film Kokuho, which gives a really good insight into the stage.
A recent movie.
Yeah, 2025. Go watch it. It's really, because it gives you what's happening on stage as well as a life story behind the stage. So check that out. In terms of the theatre, the stage, my understanding is that they were quite inventive and revolutionary.
Indeed.
Trying to push a lot of modern techniques.
Yes, indeed. So we have some key features of the stage. The first one is the hanamichi. There's the catwalk.
Catwalk, baby.
So if you remember when we talked about no theatre, I mentioned that there is a bridge.
Yes,
right?
I remember
the masked figure appears and he walks across the bridge.
Yes.
So now we have good hashigakari.
Nice.
Yes, hashigakari. Yeah. But now we have the hanamichi. So the hanamichi, it's compared to the no stage, this one comes from the audience. So it really breaks the fourth wall.
Very immersive.
And it's immersive. And it also gives a vibe, gives a feeling to the audience that these characters from the play, they are coming from the audience. So they are just like us. Except they have white
face paint on
and everything.
Beautiful silks. And
so yes. Yes. But they belong to us. Okay, so the actors use it for dramatic entrances and exits. That's it. So when the hero storms through the catwalk, that's when the tension will rise. Yeah, skyrockets.
Yeah.
And then we have the famous Mia pose. So the Mia pose.
That was just me doing a strongman. I don't know what.
Yeah, that was more like Hercules.
That was
Hercules. Oh, I'm so nice. I'm so kind. Hercules. Okay, you're not gonna take it, but
no, I'll take it. The last time we were talking about how fat I am these days. when I went to the gym.
Yeah, I'm just trying to be kind.
Yeah.
So, yes, so at the climatic moment, the actor freezes in a powerful, exaggerated pose, eyes crossed,
Yes.
yes, and almost glaring, muscle tense. And the audience, this is the time when the audience can shout out the name of the character.
Okay. So
In
getting
approval.
pumped.
In
Like,
approval. Yes.
We love it. Love what you're doing there.
Yeah.
A little bit of a football chant
Yeah.
going on. Yeah, sweet.
Yes. Even nowadays.
Yeah.
So it's a tradition that it goes for centuries right now. So this is the moment of when the time suspends. It's theater like living sculpture. And actually, when it comes to No, so No inspired Kabuki, the Mia pose, it's coming from Kabuki.
Oh.
When the time suspends.
Come from No.
What did I say?
The Mia pose coming from Kabuki.
So Mia pose, it's coming from
No.
No.
Yes.
Yeah. And then stage effects. So we have the revolving stage that was first introduced in the 18th century. Then we have the trapdoors. We have the flying rigs for supernatural scenes.
Wow.
And we have the scene changes and quick costume changes.
This is very impressive stuff. I mean, it is the song where No was a simple set. It obviously had a few, I mean, it had the masks, it had
Painted
fans,
pine tree.
painted pine trees, the three little pine trees by the walkway, I forgot what it's called. And then you have the Kabuki stage is like an IMAX or a green screen. It's the next level of trying to push.
Well, I think yes. So every Kabuki performance, it was like a showcase material. So it was all about showcasing our technological inventions, and also when it comes to fashion, for example, the costumes.
Yeah,
they were the latest fashion pieces. So imagine that next time when we're gonna perform a VULGO play,
we'll get
somewhere,
Chanel to sponsor us.
Chanel, Dior. I don't know if we can say the names, but yeah, hopefully it's not copyrighted. But
your computer's right in front of the camera. It's got
a
bit of a logo. It's got a logo on it. Yeah.
Yeah. So
I think we're right.
So yes. By the way, the quick costume changes, they are called the hayagavari. I don't know why am I doing this to myself. That I'm always trying to say the.
I don't
Japanese
know why you.
words,
I mean, you could just say there was quick costume changes.
But I was like so happy when I found it. That this is the name of it. Yeah. So yeah, sorry. I'm really trying to pronounce them correctly, but yeah. So actors. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Did Peter Piper pick a peck of pickled peppers? If Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, where's the peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked? What was
there you
that?
Go. Little slap. Good job.
So, Kabuki actors, they wear makeup compared to the No actors. Okay, so we don't have masks. However, the actors, they wear striking white makeup called the
Go on.
Oshiroi. So over it, we have these colored lines going across their faces, dramatic patterns, kumadori. So each color has a meaning. Red, it represents virtue, heroism, strength. Blue or indigo, villainy, jealousy, evil. Brown, supernatural beings. And purple, nobility. Which is very interesting because even in Western culture, purple represents nobility. Yeah. So it's if you know the answer, why?
You can send us a pigeon with the answer.
Yeah.
That's the only way you can get hold of us.
Why purple nobility everywhere? Everywhere. Interesting. You are into conspiracy theories. So
why we can talk about that another time. We'll get into that. Yeah, get into that later.
I know. So costumes, they can weigh up to 20 kilograms. So the question is,
can I lift? No, I cannot lift up 20 kilograms, Attila. No, I can't. I'm a fat, skinny man.
So last time when we had a conversation about this, I asked Cameron that when was the last time you hit the gym?
Yeah.
And because the reason why I was asking him, because I wanted to ask you if you ever lifted it.
I need to talk about it, do we?
But anyway, 20 kilograms. That's a lot.
It's a lot.
Yeah, so layered silk robes, exaggerated sleeves, and bold patterns, latest fashion pieces. Acting techniques. Now, this is when we're gonna be like,
yeah.
So codified acting techniques. The actors learn kata. And last time we mentioned kata, and I was a little bit confused. I'm not really into martial arts, so please do not attack me on the street. Because I don't know what to do. But you did some martial arts,
I did
and
when I was
you
younger,
told me that kata.
Kata is part of it. Yeah, if you
It's
go
part of it.
karate, yeah, things like that. Yeah, you have a kata, which is a choreographed movement of sorts. Basically, like you, and I think that's pretty much how it relates to these movements.
And Kabuki, yeah. So maybe they are just sharing the same name.
Maybe sharing the same word, yeah.
Because when I did my research, I came across with the tempo, and in my books they stated it that the tempo is the one that inspired martial arts and tea ceremonies.
Yeah, but I think tempo and choreographed movement. I think same ballpark. Do you know what I mean? Like it's in the same wheelhouse.
Anyway, if you know the answer, please let us know in the comments below again. So. Yeah, we did do our research, but we don't know the answers to these questions that martial arts and theater and kata movements. So the walking styles, they differ by gender, social class, emotional state. Okay, so the samurai does not walk like a merchant. The onagata does not move like a male warrior. Okay, so everything is intentional. Vocal style, just like no, the lines are chanted. It's quite rhythmical, and the emotions are expressed through the vocal control rather than realism, spontaneous realism. And then, interesting, we have two styles. Aragoto and Vagoto. So Aragoto, the rough style. Yeah. Bold, exaggerated, explosive, associated with warriors.
Okay. That's not you and me, is it?
It's definitely not you and me, mate. We are the Vagoto.
Vagoto, okay. Soft, gentle.
The soft style. Subtle, romantic.
I don't know. Yeah, okay.
No, that's not emotional and associated with lovers. So these
Jesus. Steady on.
Okay, so these styles developed regionally.
Yeah.
Okay, so Edo, for example, modern day Tokyo, favored Aragoto. And while Tokyo and Osaka favored Vagoto.
The softer stuff.
Soft. I mean, if you think about it, the last time I went to Osaka and I went to Nara. That's not Osaka.
No.
Sorry, I went to Nara.
Yes.
But it's close to Osaka, actually. Yeah. So that area. And it was so beautiful.
Yeah.
And so...
you found inner peace there.
Yeah. Yes. Meiji Restoration, 1868.
Go on.
Japan opened to the Western world.
Yep.
The Western countries to the West.
Foreigners.
Foreigners after centuries of isolation. So Meiji government pushed modernization. This is the time when realism appeared in Western cinema, theater, technology. So all of a sudden, no theater and kabuki, they felt old-fashioned. Okay, now they criticized it as being vulgar, not vulgo, vulgar.
Okay.
By the way, do you know what's the meaning of our
Vulgo?
sign? Vulgo.
For the people.
Yes. But also, what else?
Is it something to do with prostitution again?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, it's in common sense. It means in common sense to the people, but it also means pleasure.
Does it mean pleasure?
In some ways.
Okay,
but anyway, so Meiji Restoration, back to the Meiji Restoration. No, this was the time when No was facing for the first time with...
Oh, it had a...
rough time.
The dismantlement and the dissolving of the samurai class.
Yes.
It left no one really watching it.
But kabuki survived. And this is important to mention. I think when I did my research, I came across with the business model. So the business model of Kabuki, it's completely different than No, obviously, because No was a aristocratic theater.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Kabuki is for the people, the merchant class, and so on. So now, because of that, did we talk about the government subsidy?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay, so the government subsidy. So No theater, it works like, and I'm gonna quote Timothée
Chalamet again. You mentioned him earlier.
Did I mention?
Yeah.
Then we want to
talk about it.
Dude,
sorry. I think we only briefly covered it. We just gave Charlemagne a bit of a stink eye.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah.
Okay, it's super hot.
Yeah.
So No and Kabuki during the Meiji Restoration, they became they looked at it as old-fashioned.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but Kabuki evolved.
Yeah.
So this was the time when they added realism.
Yeah.
And they shortened the plays as well.
Oh,
so they became more digestible.
Yeah. Because they were, now these days, about 4 hours, right? If you go to the full one.
Yeah.
You can
back then it was...
It's like 12, and then they went to 8.
The whole day.
Yeah.
And then in the evening it continued, but yeah. During the wartime, Second World War.
Mm-hmm.
So Japan's defeat happened in 1945, and the American occupation authorities,
occupied Japan.
They banned certain Kabuki plays because they were promoting militarism. So during this time, Kabuki was used to promote nationalists.
Well, it's just, the stories, right? The stories were old traditional samurai stories where you would pledge your allegiance to your feudal lord, and it would, determine, say, hey, look, you must go and, give your life to this.
But again, the Kabuki theater goers, they were like, hey, dude, this is art. So we are not criticizing anyone. It's just art.
Yeah.
So Kabuki was recognized as a cultural heritage afterwards.
Yeah.
In 1965, it was designated an important intangible cultural property, and in 2005, UNESCO recognized it as a intangible cultural heritage. So it has transitioned from rebellious street performance to national treasure. Beautiful.
Lovely.
And then Kabuki today. So we have Kabuki are still performed in major theaters. Kabuki-za in Tokyo and Minami-za in Kyoto. Acting families pass down stage names. One of the most famous stage name is Ishikawa Donjuru. So yes, when you take a look at a Kabuki play, wait for the pose, the Mia pose. Wait for the approval coming from the audience by shouting the character's name out loudly. Look at the big stage.
Yeah.
Look at the technological inventions, the trapdoor, the flying rigs, everything gonna be amazing. Yeah. Thank you so much. This was Kabuki.
Great. Thank you for that.
Bye.
Bye.